absolutely elated. We have waited a very long time with just a tremendous group of young ladies. Two of these ladies have been with me since they were freshmen, Yasmin and Denasia. Ansley's new this year, and Sudeja was new last year. They blended right in. They gave us the punch that we needed, combined with what we had, and I'm just tickled to death for all of them and the entire team. They have worked so hard.
Barbara,
Yes.
you called timeout about midway through the second quarter, and you guys were down 5. What did you tell the girls at that point? Because you came out, and pretty much it looked like the whole team's demeanor changed from that point on.
Well, at that point, it was take care of the basketball. We felt like we were trading turnover for turnover, and when we were getting the ball into our hands, we were not capitalizing on it. We weren't scoring off of it. If we're going to steal it or get a turnover, it needs to be a bonus for us, not turn around and either take a bad shot or hand it back to them. And that's pretty much what that was about.
Ladies, is that what she said?
Yeah, it is.
A little more vocal, probably.
That's very professional.
You said earlier in the week you wanted the girls to remember last year's loss. A lot of coaches, that's opposite from what a lot of coaches say. You want to put that behind you. But you said you wanted them to remember last year. Well, I felt like it was
important that there was, I'm a very competitive person.
Mm-hmm.
They're very competitive. That's the nature of the way we play. I wanted them to feel the bitterness that they had at the end of the game last year. I think that's something that you can build on in a sense. It may seem negative, but if you have a bad enough taste for it, you will never let it happen again. And that was the hope behind that and the reason that I was saying that.
Was that discussed a lot during the days leading up to this game? You're the MVP. You want to speak for these girls?
Well, last year we came here, we came up short, and then this year we worked our butts off to get back, and we didn't want to feel that again. Like, everything we could possibly do, we wanted to do it. We had to listen, we had to buy into everything she said. Like, we just had to work as a team, because as a team, we knew we could get it defensively and offensively. Like, we knew we had it. We just had to work our butts off.
What did you all do different the second half? It seemed that you went into a higher gear, you racked up a whole bunch of points, and you were scrambling for the ball all over the place.
Well, I reminded them about last year's game, that at halftime I had to chew them out in order to get any response whatsoever. I felt like in the first half, I didn't think we were playing well in the first half. I said, yes, you're in this game, and I'm still chewing you out. I said, so maybe if you decide to play like you're capable of playing, you'll come out in the second half, do what we've been expecting you to do the whole game. So basically it was, remember this time last year, you did kick it up a notch, and you were pretty far behind. We're in a close ball game. Kick it up a notch, you'll create that separation. And I reminded them, we're a great second half team, have been all year. And I guess that's, pretty much, they're used to that. They're used to coming out in the second half and really doing a surge, almost like a tidal wave. Everybody's coming at you, everybody's going, and that's the production of points. If you notice, it's a lot of quick production.
What point in that second half did you feel that we've got it?
I would say in the fourth quarter.
The last time out.
I said at this point, we had a foul to give. If we needed, I reminded Yaz because they were shooting so well on the outside and trying to penetrate and getting to the basket. I said, you get them before they get that shot if you have to. I reminded them of that. I reminded them that I had one timeout left. I said, but if you'll protect the ball right now, get to the free throw line, make them foul you, then you have this game. Pretty much.
So overall, this was a 2-year journey for you, last year and this year.
I'd agree with that.
At the pep rally on Friday, the school kept chanting, we won 4. So how does it feel to finish on a perfect season and get sweet revenge, I guess?
Oh, I mean, that's fantastic. I haven't even thought about it. All year long we've taken one game at a time. I don't even think you could have asked me throughout the year what our record was. I promise you I didn't know it. I mean, you came in a lot of times and were talking to me. I never know our record other than we won. But the amount of wins was not the important thing. And I told them going into this game, no other game counted this year. Nothing counted. The record didn't count. We had one game we had to win. And, we want more is what they were saying. We want 4. Hey, that's fantastic. that's fantastic, and it's really for them.
Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
This is for the players. What's the most important thing you've learned for the last 2 years from the coach?
You always got to come out with a killer instinct and play hard at all times. Until it's over.
Each game starts 0-0, so each game's new, so you got to work harder, like it never happened.
You got to buy into everything. Buy into your defense.
Defense wins games.
Defense wins game.
Offense does the
It's true.
Ansley, this is your first year at Hickory. It's kind of hard to kind of setting the bar a little high for next year, is it not?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Sadeja, you wound up with 9 points. I think it was either 20 or 21 rebounds. Their coach talked about this week about controlling the boards and how important that was going to be against you guys. And then you came in and just seemed like you got whatever you want. Kind of what did it look like out there in terms of what the biggest key was to being able to dominate the way you did?
Going back to last year, like rebounding killed us. Like we couldn't get a rebound to save our lives. So I knew this year that we had to take advantage of. We might have a size advantage of getting in there.
Right. And I guess for all you girls, Coach kind of touched on it, but you. And especially you two, we talked this year about having been in this situation last year, but then you went to the half and being actually in control of the game was something that you guys didn't experience last year. What was the frame of mind at the half about coming out and making sure this thing didn't get away?
I mean, we couldn't let it get to our heads that we had a lead. We still knew that we had to play with intensity because they're a good team and they can come after it. So we had to keep our intensity up to keep our lead.
And Coach, I know this is the first one in 3 tries for you. I guess I know how important it is for the kids, but for you personally, how good does this feel?
Well, obviously it feels great, but I'm a firm believer that you try to put yourself in that position whenever you can, and if all the pieces fall together, you win. I mean, it's just that simple. It's not like I don't believe in anything other than go out. Tell them every game, go out there, play as hard as you can. If you play hard and you play smart, I won't holler that much. It's that simple. And I was hollering at halftime and saying, you're ahead, and I'm not happy. And they've always bought into that. But to get a state title is something that I haven't had. And as a professional, that's a great accomplishment for me.
So now you come
We've
back.
won a lot of games. I would like to get it. You know what I'm saying? We've had a great record. Let me get a good one, a really good one.
Right. So now you come back next year and try to get another one?
Absolutely.
Thanks, bud.
Okay.